Hello and welcome. How can I tell my kids off without losing my shit? This has got to be one of the hardest questions that we've answered for quite a while because it depends on your mood. But that's not only that. We're going to go through a few answers that will help you today. This has been asked by Finkel Farm 2K25. So thank you very much for your questioning on Tom's Instagram. So much appreciated. We are going to go through that. Just give a bit of substance to this question that when he asked it as well. He asked because he finds sometimes that he snaps too quickly and then he feels really bad after. So we're just going to cover that. So who are we? We're Happy Man, Happy Home. My name's Craig Baden. Over there is Tom Cocker. We're two life coaches for men's mental health. We're advocates for men's mental health, and we believe that we just really want to help people before they get to the point of no return. And this is where we can find it on this channel. So it's really good to meet you. And if you want to find out our Facebook links, you can find them above in the bio of our YouTube channel, down below in the video description. You click on it, find out what we do. And what else can they do, Tom?
Well, I tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, you can leave a comment for your very own question down in the comments below, or if you want to keep it more privately, you can message us on our Instagrams or Facebooks, which is linked, as Craig said. And just remember, ladies and gentlemen, that, we're not all perfect. Me and Craig, we're still learning along the way. There's still things to develop yourself on. You never, ever stop growing. So well done for clicking on this video and bettering yourself. So how can I tell my kids off? No, wrong. Craig, how do you tell your kids off without losing your shit?
Well, the first thing I do is lose my shit. It took me a while to get around this, and just to let everyone know, Tom's completely right. It's about development and growth, and this question is definitely where it sits because it's about training your reaction, and that is not an overnight pill. It doesn't mean you wake up tomorrow and you go, well, this is what Craig and Tom said, why isn't it working for me? It takes time. Now, the first thing you got to remember is the reaction. That's the initial thing that's going to happen. Now, if you, as Finkel Farm asked, is like, I find that I'm snapping, that you might find that as well quite quickly. You need to remove that from being an actual threat. So the best thing to do is there's two things you could do. You can count back from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like slowly, and breathe before you respond to what they've done wrong or whatever it may be, or you can clench your fists down by your side. Obviously don't put them up because you looks like you do look aggressive, and just clench them really tight and then release them slowly. And what happens there is that you think about what your hands are doing, that you release the tension that you feel in your body. Then what you need to do, where a lot of people go wrong, instead of losing your shit and shouting at them, where actually you may have sent them away then, and all they're going to remember is the horrible things you said, is that you can still raise your voice, you can still shout at them, you can tell them off. At the end of the day, you've got to discipline them, your kids, you've got to tell them what's right. But you just sort of lower themselves down to your level, unless you're really short and they're taller than you, but you lower themselves down to their level, you lower yourself, sorry, down to their level, and you talk to them and you ask them why they did it, and then you tell them why they are wrong. And that's very important. You need to still tell them you were wrong for what you did. They may have spilt something because they were messing around when you told them not to. I told you not to do that, and this is what's happened. You have now dropped this, and it's fallen all over the place. Now, mummy is angry, and I am angry at you, and you don't think about what you're doing. So what you need to do is go upstairs and think about what you've done. Obviously, with a more raised and angered voice, because that is fine, that they still should respect you.
Yeah, 100% well said, Craig. I mean, you've got to remember, for a child, every day is a school day. Every day is you're learning something. So it might be something they wasn't quite familiar with. This is where it's your key moment to educate them on that particular thing. If they knew the rules and they're breaking it because they are being a little dick, then this is your demonstration of discipline, where you give them a punishment, for example. So this way he knows, right, I did this, I knew it was against the rules, I know were consequences for my actions. So that's how they learn, that's how they develop. For me, on my personal side, what I'll do is I'll say, right, go sit on the step, like on the stairs, like a naughty step, naughty corner, I'm sure we all remember them. But for me, I do have the naughty step. I like it because it's not a good way to get them to calm down, because they're high rate, they might be emotional, they're getting told off or getting caught. A good time for them to calm down, but it's also a good time for you to calm down because you might be all riled up. So you send them away on the naughty step, you tell them to calm down, think about what you've done, and I'll come talk to you when I'm ready to. That's a big one, when I'm ready to. Now, when you're ready, when I'm ready. And that's when I go in there, and as Craig said, I drop to their level, and I make eye contact, and I keep that firm sort of control within the conversation, and really use it to educate them on what I just said. So there's many different ways, but as long as you do what Craig said there, find your own way. You might need to just step outside for a bit of fresh air. The clenching fists, the counting down, the deep breaths. I sort of shut my eyes and go, like, don't lose your shit, Tom. Don't lose your shit. Like, it's all right. Think about the plan. Think about the lessons. Literally remind yourself And it will calm you down because you're like, right, I'm thinking about it. I know I'm getting my temper up, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going, I'm getting annoyed. I need to calm myself down because if I go in just screaming, shouting, ain't nothing getting sorted. There's no lesson learned. You just think, oh, Dad's a bit unstable, a bit emotional today. So yeah, definitely take those lessons into practice.
Yeah, exactly that. This is very important to remain and maintain that connection you've got with your children, because they still need to fear that dad can be disappointed in them. They want to respect you and they want to grow up and see you as a role model. But at the same time, you're not losing your shit. You're not shouting at them things that just doesn't really need to be said and then hurting their feelings. They walk away. They haven't learned anything apart from, I'm really pissed off now, and just don't do that, I guess, because he got really angry. And like I said, all of these things that we've just talked to you about very briefly is that you can mix up and be very bespoke for you, because it might be that you find putting them on the stairs after clenching your fist, you could take that 5 seconds, clench the fist, then say, go and sit on the stairs right now. So, you know, you don't shout at them, go and sit on the stairs. It's completely down to you. But remember, the main thing, the main objective is to stay calm and control, even if you're showing anger. It's selective, it's passionate anger towards your kids. So then in the future, you can stay calm, your kids can learn, and your wife sees you as the husband and father that she's always wanted in life.
And that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about developing ourselves and leading the family home. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for giving us your time. If you did enjoy this video, then please feel free to hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscription, and ring that notification bell as well for Happy Man, Happy Home. Thank you for giving us your time and watching this video, and I hope you've take something away from it. Remember what I said, we're all about developing ourselves to be better for the future. So well done you for getting this far in the video. Hats off to you.
Yeah, and thank you to Finkel Farm 2K25 who messaged Tom on DMs. He did so, and he's got his answer. Now, or when he goes on YouTube, you can have a look, and we'll send him the link as well. So remember, you could do the exact same thing as well. You can ask a question either in the comments down below or in our DMs, which you can find our links on our description to this video or the bio. And again, don't be nervous about it. Ask a question, even if you think it's like, does this seem like a stupid question? Because we may answer it, because a lot of dads are asking the same question. A lot of husbands are asking the same question. Because our main goal in life on this channel is for you to be a happy man
Living in that happy home.